Alright, so like I told y'all, my auntie had vowed to whoop Lori motherfucking ass, right? So we just like, auntie, you need to calm down. I'm like, auntie, you played with her feelings. She had it right. She like, nah, she didn't have to do me like that. Like, how this bitch talking about she love me? I said, but auntie, how you talking about you love her? Like, look what you did to her. You played her. I ain't motherfucking play her. I said, auntie, you did. I said, if you was still in your feelings behind the nigga, you should have told her that before you start messing with her. She like, but we got an agreement. I'm like, yeah, y'all got an agreement, but she don't know nothing about G, baby. Like, what's up? I'm like, then you bring this old fucking burly ass stud over here. I'm like, and she done got beat up, talking all that shit. She done got beat up. My auntie talking about, yeah, I ain't feeling that. I ain't feeling bitches that can't fight. What the fuck is that? What? Auntie, what you say? What? Come again and say, well, let me put this back in my ear. What you say, Auntie? You ain't feeling people that can't fight. Well, oh, you not feeling yourself? She like, y'all can say what y'all want to say. I defend myself. Thank you. I'm like, okay, Auntie, however you want to play it. I'm like, I don't got time for this. I ain't got time for y'all today. I ain't in this shit. So her and G Baby, they in the room or whatever. G Baby then got up and shit. Now I hear G Baby talking shit like, oh, what type of niece you got? Just sit up here and let you get took off on. Who she talking about? Who? Who she talking about? I know damn well she ain't talking about me. Nah, she ain't talking about me. I know she ain't talking about me. Ain't no motherfucking way she talking about me. Who the fuck she talking about? So, my nigga like, I ain't really feeling this bitch. He like, oh, G.O., this bitch, her name G-Baby and shit. Like, what's up with this bitch? Like, I'm like, I don't know, but I hear her in there talking, and she got me fucked up. He like, you know what, man? That's your auntie people. Man, let it go, man, because I really don't want to go to jail for a fucking hate crime, right? I'm like, man, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'll beat that bitch up myself. Like, I don't give a fuck what about what you talking about. He like, nah, it ain't like that. He just like on G.O. She weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? She don't even know what's going on. I say, well, see, that's what I be talking about. People start fucking with people. They only know what the person tell them. And then be in a world of shit. You don't even know what's going on. You feel me? You just thinking you protecting your bitch. Not knowing your bitch for everybody. Like, straight up. Like my auntie was locked down for years. You get what I'm saying? So when she got loose, nigga, she got loose. She didn't have to hide being bisexual no more. None of that. Like she had to hide that shit growing up. You know what I'm saying? So when she hit her 30s and shit, nigga, it was on. Like who she got to hide from now? You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it was. So I hear her in there talking. So I'm like, let me go in the kitchen. I'm going to the kitchen to get something to drink. I hear her talking. So I go to the door, knock on the door. I'm like, what's up, auntie? She like, nothing. I'm like, y'all got something y'all need to say to me? She like, nah, I ain't got nothing I need to say. I'm like, but your friend over here, you got something you need to say? She was like, nah, I was just saying, like, you let your auntie get knocked out. I said, yeah, you got knocked out too. I said, you don't even know the half of what the fuck been going on around here. So before you speak on shit, I think you better know what the fuck you talking about. She like, I do know what I'm talking about. I'm like, oh yeah, you do? I said, well, I'll tell you like this then. Since you know what you're talking about, you better ask my auntie who I am for real. I said, so the best thing for you to do is keep my motherfucking name out your mouth. Cause bitch, you don't know me. You don't know how many times I done did what for my auntie. It ain't for you to know. So if you wanna assume shit, keep assuming shit before I take off on your ass. She said, you ain't gonna do nothing to me. I said, yeah, you can keep thinking that. Like I said, if I hear my name one more time, we gonna have a motherfucking problem. Cause bitch, you don't know me. So do not speak on me talking about what I didn't do for my motherfucking auntie. Period. You don't know what the fuck I've been doing. Bitch, little do you know I've been riding her down all motherfucking month for this motherfucker. You got like fucked up. She a grown ass woman. She can handle her own, nigga. Basically, I'm the child in this situation. Like, you got like fucked up. So he like, what she say? I'm like, man, don't even worry about it. She like, what? He like, what? She like, I'm just saying though, bro. Like, he like, I'm just saying, yeah, we cool and all that. Like, we ain't cool like that, but we straight. He like, but don't be getting at my bitch like that. She like, nah, I wasn't like that. I just was wondering. He like, well, if you wondering, say you wondering. Don't be in here talking like you speaking facts. Just like that. She like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I understand. I understand. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all have a good one. He like, yeah, cause it'll be what it's gonna be. She like, yeah, it's all good. It ain't like that. This just my bitch. I understand how you feel about yours. So you know what I'm saying. I'm just letting it be known. Like I'm a ride or die for mine. First of all, who are you? We don't even know you. Like, where the fuck did you come from? Like, okay, whatever. You're a ride or die. So, like I said, it's the next day. He like, you wanna go to the movies? I'm like, yeah, we can go to the movies or whatever. I was like, but I really wanna go have some drinks, babe. I just wanna relax. Like, he like, all right, fuck it. He like, you wanna get a room tonight? I'm like, hell yeah, babe. He like, all right, look for the little jacuzzi spot, cause we go to that spot in Buena Park or whatever by Not Scary Farm. They got the jacuzzis for the jacuzzi suites for the low. I think they still got them for the low though. Yeah. So he like, see if our spot. So I call him, boom, da 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 da. Man, is this particular room available? Whoopie whoop. He like, yeah. I'm like, man, we want that one, book that one. He like, all right, all right. I'm like, we'll be there in a couple hours. Boom, book the room. Talking to some babe. He's like, man, we'll just go to the bar out there. Let's just go get our stuff. He like, you want to get in the pool and shit, huh? I'm like, you already know. He like, man, he like, all right, fuck it. He like, man, I might as well call the homies and see what they doing. He like, big as that room is. I'm like, shit, we can throw a little function, you feel me? Whatever, right? He like, all right, cool. So we in a good mood. I'm like, shit. Thank you. Y'all have a great day, ladies. So, we in a good mood. You feel me? Good mood. Everything good. Everything straight. You know what I'm saying? So we get back to the house. What could go wrong? Absolutely nothing. Cause we about to go. Fuck you mean? So we getting our stuff. My auntie like, where you going? I'm like, oh, we got a room or whatever. Thank you. She like, y'all got a room? I'm like, yeah, we got a room. She like, where y'all going tonight? I'm like, to our spot. We chilling. She like, oh. I'm like, what? She like, oh no, I thought you would stay at home tonight. I was like, why? She was like, oh, I was cooking or whatever. I was gonna make gumbo and all that. I'm like, you making gumbo? Excuse me. She like, yeah. I'm like, well, auntie, you didn't say that. I'm like, we gonna go to the little room or whatever. She was like, oh, okay. She was like, well, your uncle stopped by earlier and he left you some of this. She gave me a big bag of some old weed. Like, that shit was cake. I was like, oh, she was like, he said he was gonna come bring you some later. Bring you back some more. Have a good day, sweetie. I'm like, okay. So I go in the room, I'm like, babe. I'm like, Unc dropped us off this. He like, damn. He like, oh, Gio, this shit fire. Like, I'm like, on everything. I'm like, she say he supposed to be bringing us some more later. He like, yeah. He like, man, shit, ask her what time he coming before we slide. We need this right here. He like, I could flip this. I'm like, exactly. So, mind you, I told you him and G Baby was talking about a little business or whatever. So she come in here and knock on her own door or whatever. She like, hey, how y'all doing? I'm like, what up? She like, look, I just want to make sure ain't no bad blood or whatever, cause you know I'ma be around. Oh, you confident than a motherfucker, ain't you? You gonna be around where? Over here? Oh, cause you know my auntie in love. Okay. All right, but you know my boo doing business, so I'ma be nice and hit you with a smile. Oh, okay. Oh, it's all good, man. Misunderstanding, right? Okay, but just know, me and you can get down. Nah, it ain't like that. You know, I'm talking about you like my niece. Whoa, I'm your what? You lucky you doing business with my nigga. I'm gonna go ahead and play the niece role. I'm like, yeah, you right, cause you with my auntie. You know what I'm saying? So whatever. So she like, hey, we can go get that. You know what I'm talking about? We just gotta go right over here. He like, I don't really be going nowhere without my girl. He like, but how far we gotta go? Like, cause me and my girl finna go. Like, she like, oh no, we ain't going that far. We only going right here with you, man. We going right here in Downey, which Downey and Paramount ain't nothing but Nigga, 5 minutes from each other. She like, we going right here and down and go pick that up. I got you. You don't owe me nothing. I'ma just give that to you. Just out of love. Like, she dick riding so bad. Like, she is dick riding my nigga so bad. Like, I'm like, bitch, you a little too friendly. I don't trust studs. You feel me? Studs give away just as much pussy as a femme and a goddamn bisexual woman and a straight woman. I don't care what you say. I done seen too many. And y'all know I know. Okay? Like, don't say, oh no, me talking like that. Girl, please. My two friends are females. One is a stud, one is a femme. And the goddamn film, I mean the damn stud is fucking the shit out the film, baby daddy. So don't tell me about what I can't think. I'm going by my personal experiences, okay? So I already wasn't trusting her. Okay, let's not get it fucked up. I wasn't trusting her motherfucking ass. So they gonna handle their business. They gone for like an hour, maybe two. I don't call him or nothing because it's business, but I text him like, you good? He like, I'm good. We on our way back. I'm like, okay. So basically, he went to go get some product. They didn't really know how to make the product. He made the product, got a profit off it. You know, he came up. He like, babe, we gotta go to the hood. I'm like, what? He like, I'm telling you, it's gonna be good. I just gotta go to the hood. He like, I'm not finna be in the hood. I'm finna just go drop this off to a nigga. It's already sold. I'm playing it off like, whatever. So he called his big homie, make a play, go drop some shit off. We all good. So his mama calling like, where Pooh at? He like, she right here. She like, let me speak to Pooh. He like, damn, you called my phone when you asked me to speak to her. You ain't even said, hey son, how you doing? She like, well, you ain't called and asked me for nothing, so I figured you was straight. She like, what you doing? I'm like, nothing. She like, what you doing tonight? I'm like, shit, we got a room. His mama like, that's what I was calling you about. I'm like, what? She like, pull up over here. I'm like, all right, I got you. He like, what you mean you got her? I'm like, nothing. She asked me to come over here and look at something with her hair. Like, you weird. Get out her business. He like, cuz I'm gracious, you be thinking I'm stupid. He like, man, no, Kevin, you be really thinking I'm dumb, bro. Like, I ain't stupid. I'm like, man, chill out. You feel me? Relax. It ain't nothing. So I get over there. The mom like, man, he just got his money or whatever because her little boo thing and a bounty hunters, he had just got his disability money. Girl, he was supposed to be get his disability money, I guess like 2, 3 years ago. So they had to back pay him. So girl, he had a check for like 20-some thousand dollars. He was ready to spend. But the thing was, he didn't have a car, right? He didn't have a car, couldn't get a car because of his disability. You feel me? But he could do what he do, right? He wasn't crippled or nothing, but different stuff. You get what I'm saying? So she was like, I was trying to get you to drop us off, but I didn't want to take my car. You already know why. I'm like, but the broom we got is in Point Park. She was like, oh. She was like, y'all go whale out there? I'm like, yeah. I said, that's where I started getting rooms at. I said, I don't never get rooms around here. Thank you. She like, you don't? I'm like, no, girl. I'm like, because at that time, I'm like, going by Knoxbury Forum, it was cheaper. You get what I'm saying? You can get to a bomb-ass full living room, jacuzzi in that motherfucker, with a kitchen and a bed and the motherfucking bathroom. You feel me? That motherfucker be like 114 a night. You get what I'm saying? That was a lick for us. So she was like, damn. I said, well, I already got mine reserved. She said, see if they got another room. So when I call her room. I'm like, you got one more? He was like, not like the size you got. He was like, I got one. It's a double bed. It's upstairs. They double bedrooms wasn't as cute as the little suites they had. I was like, they only got a double bed. I'm like, that room ain't really. You feel me? I'm like, and he can't just be moving up them stairs like that. You feel me? She was like, yeah, I know. Because it was like his hip, like, but he wasn't like all the way super disabled. But, little hip problem, as far as walking. So I tell her, I say, look, man, Go on and take my room. It's already reserved. You can drive your car. I said, because nobody gonna know your car out there. She like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'll just tell him I don't want to go nowhere. I'm like, we'll stay at the house. I'm like, but make sure you go. I'm like, because we gonna come tomorrow. She like, okay. I'm like, okay, cool. You get what I'm saying? Cool. So I tell her how to get to the room. I call the dude back. I said, look, I reserved it, but my mama go come. Whoop, whoop, whoop. He like, okay, no problem. So, boom. I get back in the car. He's like, what you want? I'm like, nothing. He's like, what you and my mama talking about? I'm like, nothing. He like, man, whatever. So he go in the house of his mama. So I follow behind him because I'm like, what the fuck he doing? Because I know he was finna fuck with her. Thank you. I'm knowing he finna fuck with her. So he like, mama, what you doing? She like, I ain't doing nothing. He like, what you getting a bag for? She said, because I'm going to mind my motherfucking business. He like, where you going? She like, why? I'm going over your granny house. He like, you never go over my granny house. She said, so that's where I'm going. He like, oh, you going over granny house? She like, yeah. Why you worried about it? He like, cause that ain't where you going. Thank you, have a good one. He like, cause that ain't where you going. She like, it don't matter where I'm going. He like, where you going? Where you going? She like, I'm going to get his pussy away. I'm going to put this pussy all over some dick. That's where I'm going. He like, what? What, cuz, for real, for real? He like, what, you set this up? I said, I ain't set up nothing. I don't even know what you talking about. I don't know nothing about your mama and what she finna do with her coochie. I was like, you stupid. I'm like, you handle your business. Let's go. He like, man, let's go, let's go. So we in the car. He like, you what? You want to get your stuff? You ready to go? I'm like, I ain't really feeling it. You feel me? I'm like, I don't want to go right now, babe. I'm like, I just really want to lay down. I'm tired. I'm trying to play it off, right? So he's like, thank you, thank you, thank you. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead. So I'm trying to play it off. You feel me? Thank you, thank you. I'm trying to play it off. You feel me? I'm just like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he like, yeah, you don't want to go. I'm like, nah, not right now, but I just don't feel good. Like, I don't know. I'm like, I just want to be at the house. But really, on our way back to the house, I was starting to feel a certain type of way. Like, it felt weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, it felt weird. So we get back to the house, my auntie not there. I'm like, oh, okay. Whatever. We check on the dog and shit. We sitting there. I hop in the shower because I really wasn't feeling good. I had like the shakes. It was weird. Like, I wasn't sick. I didn't have a cold, but all of a sudden, like, I was getting cold. And like, as soon as the air hit me, it was like making me tense up my body. It was like hurting. I was like, what the fuck going on? So I took a shower. I took a cold pill, but it was really my sinuses fucking with me. So we didn't, we really didn't, I really didn't want to go nowhere. Like, all bullshit aside, really didn't want to go nowhere. So, I mean, hold on. Thank you. So we get back to the house. It's probably like around 7:30 or whatever. Like I said, my auntie not there. I get out the shower, I lay down. He like, what's wrong, babe? I'm like, I don't know. So he called my mom and like, man, something wrong with her. She got the shakes. Well, my mom, I'm telling you, like, it's how she get her sinus. That's just how it is. It's bad for her. Like, it make her body ache from the head cold and shit. So we laying there. He rubbing on me. He like, man, I'm finna take a shower. He get in the shower. He get out. Man, we go to sleep. We probably wake up about 2:30. I don't hear nobody. I'm like, shit, ain't nobody here. We basically stay in the room. I'm like, okay. But it's tripping me out. I'm like, nobody here? He's like, I know, huh? We ain't even checked the house. I'm like, I know. We ain't checked nothing because we been dead body. I get up and I check the house. I see my auntie room door open, so I know somebody been in there because we don't go in her room. We don't leave her door open. Plus, my auntie got a key. I got a key to her door, but I know she ain't been in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I ain't been in there. So I'm thinking she came back or whatever. I didn't think none of it. I go back in the room. When I go back in the room, I hear something, right? I'm like, babe. I'm like, I just went by Auntie door. I'm like, I ain't hear or see nobody in that motherfucker. He talking about somebody in this motherfucker. Where the fuck that noise coming from? I'm like, I don't motherfucking know. Go ahead. Have a good one. So, I'm like, we stood in the door. We hear like a little rambling again. I'm looking like, where the fuck the dog is? The dog looking like bitch right here. So I'm like, fuck. He like, fuck this shit. He grab his shit. He go out the door. He go straight into my auntie room like, he like, whoever the fuck in this motherfucker, I'm finna blow your motherfucking brains out. All I hear is, don't shoot, don't shoot. Who the fuck is in here? It's this bitch G, baby. She and this motherfucker rambling through my auntie shit. I'm like, where the fuck my auntie at? She like, she still at her friend's house. I'm like, so what you doing here? She like, oh no, I just came because I had forgot something. I'm like, you forgot something? I'm like, cuz it's every bit of dinner, 3 something in the morning, my nigga. I'm like, cuz what you think? We stupid or something? I'm like, so what you came here to rob my auntie? No. I'm like, so cuz, what's up with you? I'm like,